So we are going to open a WebEx meeting from our computer. So you should receive an email invitation to join a meeting. So you'll receive it. It should have a link in the meeting to join, a green button that says join meeting, or if you have an older style email account which doesn't have HTML, then it would just be a link that says to join the meeting. Similarly, you can right click the button and copy the link address and paste it into a web browser. So if you're a CIC officer doing this, rather than using it through the CCO, do that. Okay, but just regularly, you can click the link. And that brings us to the government teleconferencing service page. This is where we're going to join. So from here, you will type in your name. And this is what you will have pop up in the meeting, is the name. So choose something appropriate. Generally, your rank and last name will work great for these training sessions. And then an email address. So here we go. And we will join. So if you don't have WebEx installed already on your computer, it's going to prompt you to download the application. So this is necessary because if you do not download the application, then it will not work with the sound. So there is this option down here to run a temporary application. However, I found that for most people, the sound will not work and you do need audio. So we're going to click save and it downloads it. So we're going to click the download to open it up. So wherever you've saved it, in My Downloads, you could also go there if it doesn't pop up automatically. And then it starts installing through your web browser. So it asks you about accepting the terms of service. And then it goes through. So sometimes it does take a little while to load the first time that you have done this. So be patient, and again, if you don't have the WebEx app already installed on your computer for your first meeting, join a little bit early to give yourself some time to do the download, and you also know how fast your internet works and downloads things, so that can be taken into consideration as well. So once it downloads, it opens its own little app. So it's a blue and green circle for WebEx. And when the app loads, you'll be prompted here to connect using the computer audio or have no audio at all. So we definitely want audio, so we're going to do that. And if you have external speakers attached or an external microphone or something, you may have to change it from the default. So if it's not working, you can always go here to those settings and also your default webcam, or you can turn off your video altogether when you join, or you can turn it off after you've joined, so your choice. So we're going to connect the audio and video here first just to make sure it works. Okay, and it says that you have an active microphone and the default setting is to mute it. So right now we can see ourselves here in this bottom corner. And we can unmute ourselves there, and we can see up top that you can see we have audio, or we can mute ourselves like that. And now we don't have audio, and you can tell because it's red. If we want to turn off the video, and you may be asked to do this during your meeting because of the bandwidth, then we will press this button and stop your video. Right? So then our little video icon does not show up. The host does seem to have video, but I think I've left my other computer on so long it's gone to sleep. So we only see the picture. Okay, so, and you can always restart your video again there. So your choice. Some other options that you have here, we can see the participant list is over here, and that's who's participating. If we want to have the main screen bigger, you can close the participant list and or open. So the default is open, but depending on the size of your screen, then you can always close that. The other option here is the chat. So this one is probably even better to have open. So you can talk to the host or you can talk to everyone. So for the most part, we'll be using a chat with everyone. And if you have a question, you can simply type it in here. I have a question, and it will pop up. The instructor may use the chat to ask questions to you, and you can easily respond right there in the chat. So we can see some other things down here, notes, copy meeting link. If the instructor shares anything else with us, it will show up here. So we don't have these options because we're not hosting the meeting, but the instructor does have the option to share content or multimedia with you, and probably will throughout the meeting. So again, the audio connection, if you have problems, you can always check up here, but for the most part, you probably will not need to do anything up here. Again, the chat, the font can be changed, so you can do little things like that. Whatever font you want to see, so whatever's on your computer, okay, the default font is probably okay. So when you're done your meeting, if you want to end, all you need to do is press the red X, and it will ask you if you want to leave the meeting, and voila, you have left the meeting. So from here, I just want to show you on our main screen, now WebEx has downloaded onto your desktop. So the next time you have a meeting, you do not have to download again. You can just simply enter the meeting information. So if we go back to our email, you were given an access code. So for your next WebEx meeting to join, you don't have to go through the whole rigmarole. You certainly can. You can also just copy. Okay, the one did not copy, so I'm gonna just type it in, paste the rest of it, join the meeting that way. And then it's asking for the password. So go back and get that password. It is not cooperating. There we go. Copy and paste, and then we can join the meeting that way. So after you have it downloaded, it should take significantly less time to join. So we'll just demonstrate. Here it goes, but every time it does pop up with the audio options again. So we connect our audio and video, and there we go. And again, if we don't want our video, we can stop it and mute and unmute. So there you have it. That is how to use a WebEx meeting.